Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. You're probably wondering why the balloons are in the background. It's because one, it matches the theme on the channel, but two, I thought I would actually do probably more than Top Rank have done to promote this fight between Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez, and show a little bit of love and celebration for an undisputed fight with some balloons. And, I mean, it didn't cost much, but no, it was actually a birthday in my household. But look, I thought only fitting because, like, genuinely, the promotion for this fight has been horrific. I mean, you might be listening to this thinking, what am I even talking about? I'm talking about the undisputed fight, right? So, all four belts on the line. This is a light welterweight dust up between two unbeaten fighters, Josh Taylor 17-0, Jose Ramirez 26-0. These two fighters have unbeaten records. They've got two belts each. It's for all the marbles. I mean, it's just incredible. I mean, I just can't believe it's an undisputed fight. An undisputed fight at 140 pounds in America. And no one's talking about it. In LA, in Las Vegas, right? I mean, it beggars belief. I mean, Top Rank, I mean, look, Bob Arum, Top Rank, they've been doing it for years and years and years, and I understand that, but it almost is like we don't want to put any money into this. They just haven't bothered. It's almost like it's gone a bit stale. Haven't even really bothered with it. Signed Josh Taylor. They got him the fight, so fantastic. Like 100%, and obviously Jose Ramirez as well as their fighter. So look, it made sense for Josh Taylor, but in terms of the promotional work, I mean, we are 3 days away from it. It's on the 22nd of May on the Saturday, and we have absolutely nothing. I've seen hardly any interviews. I think I've seen one interview with Josh Taylor on Boxing Social. Nothing for Jose Ramirez. What, they're just going to do press conferences and some media a couple of days, and that's it? Like, it's ridiculous. The build up should have been huge for this fight. I understand they're not the most well known fighters. It isn't. I mean, to be honest with you, even Errol Spence and Terence Crawford are not the most well known fighters, but it may not be as big as that fight. It's damn well close to it, though. The promotion has been shocking. It's been horrendous. I mean, look, Josh Taylor has a record of 17 wins and 13 KOs, and as I said, no losses. Jose Ramirez 26 wins, 17 KOs, no losses. What? They're both in the prime of their careers. Jose Ramirez is 28, Josh Taylor 30 years old. Both come look. Jose Ramirez is a come forward Mexican style fighter. Josh Taylor also likes a scrap southpaw. Comes forward as well. Yes, he does have very, very good boxing IQ as well, but so does Jose Ramirez. I mean, this is a toss-em fight. Yes, I slightly favour Josh Taylor, as I think a lot of people here in the UK do. Bit of bias there because we're from the UK, but a lot of people in the US think Jose Ramirez is going to win. It's a 50-50 fight. It's a 50-50 fight for all the belts, and whoever wins this, right, is going to be a huge force. I mean, look, they're the big daddy at 140, but they could easily move it to 147, and they should be able to demand a big fight as well. So the fact that we've had, people not talking about this fight is actually outrageous, like absolutely unbelievable. It's just crazy, absolutely crazy to hear about. I mean, look, we look at. I know the whole thing going on with AJ Fury and Wilder, which I'm not going to go into on this video, but that hasn't helped because most people are just talking about that. All they care about is that. It's overshadowing this as well. We had the Canelo Billy Joe thing. That didn't help, I guess. But it's just like, are you guys serious? Like, this is a monumental fight. It's almost like anything that isn't above 160, anything that isn't 160 pounds or above, unless it's Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence, no one gives a damn about. As in, like, there's no point plowing money into it. This is huge. I mean, Teofimo Lopez is saying if I would love to come up and then face the undisputed champion. Teofimo Lopez beat Lomachenko, right? I mean, he's undisputed at 135. There's some huge fights he made. Josh Taylor could fight Terence Crawford, or Jose Ramirez could fight Terence Crawford, move up to 147. I mean, it's just I don't understand it. I don't understand why there's not more hype around this fight. And to top it all off, it's not even being shown on pay-per-view here in the UK. It's not on BT Sport. I just don't even get me started. Like BT Sport haven't picked it up, Sky Sports haven't picked it up. It's on Fight TV, which is a subscription app, which it's not like DAZN. Like, no offense to Fight TV, but I'm pretty sure barely anyone uses that app. It's just unbelievable. It really is unbelievable. I can't describe like how ridiculous it is that this fight. I mean, this is what's wrong with boxing. We have two fighters who they're exciting fighters to watch, right? Exciting fighters to watch. They're unbeaten. As I said, all the marbles, and this all it needs is a little bit of this, a little bit, and you can make them into big, big stars. Don't even bother. Boxing's a joke. And to be honest with you, the whole thing going on with AJ Fury Wilder probably isn't helping my mood as well. But genuinely, like, then we wonder why people move from boxing and they want to go to UFC and stuff. It's because boxing is frustrating. Because even when we do get a huge fight, it's not even promoted well enough that the casual fans will take an interest in it. We're not plastering it everywhere. We're not putting it on the biggest platforms. It's like, oh, yeah, it's a pretty big fight. Oh well, get it done. Done a job. Yeah, it's fine. You're the promoters. Promote it, right? Promote the fight. I've hardly seen anything on this. Genuinely, hardly anything. We are only 3 days out. We are only 3 days out from this fight. I'm not even joking. I messaged in a group of mates where I'm not pretty much everyone's. I mean, look, I'm happy to call myself a casual, but yeah, like I know a fair bit, right? I mean, I do a lot of research and watching and kind of historical run throughs as well, and just digging up for the channel, for the boxing part of this channel. But yeah, fine, I'm a casual, but there's people that are even more casual than me, right? And like your regular casuals, let's say. I messaged like, "Oh, who's gonna watch the fight? Huge fight, undisputed on the weekend." Everyone's like, "What? What fight? When's it happening?" Oh, yeah, I might catch the replay. Yeah, yeah. It's like this is how I know that they've done a terrible job of this. Terrible, absolutely terrible. As Canelo would say, horrible, horrible. Probably shouldn't say that. It's probably not culturally appropriate. Okay, let's move on. Anyway, so I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just crazy. But anyway, on to the fight because I will talk about this in a little bit more depth potentially. If anyone cares, maybe no one will even watch this video because the promotion has been that bad. But Josh Taylor versus Jose Ramirez. I mean, as I said, Jose Ramirez is going to come forward. He's going to try and cut off the ring and just really pressure Josh Taylor. I would say he's slightly one-dimensional potentially, but he's very good at what he does. The fight against Maurice Hooker, I mean, you can see in that fight, he's a damn good fighter. And the way that he comes forward, the way he pressures is very, very skilled. He's no mug, and he does have very good boxing ability. Josh Taylor, I think, he can box and stick and move. He can also fight on the inside. I think he's got a bit more of a varied game, I would say, and I think most people would agree with me. Southpaw as well, so that's a little bit tricky. Showed a bit of power against Konsong with that body shot, and can knock out people. I mean, all but 4 of his fights he's won by knockout. So showed a lot of heart against Regis Prograis as well in the World Boxing Super Series in a very tight affair. So okay, we look at that and you think, well, what I can see happening is Ben Davison putting together a game plan to say to Josh Taylor, be smart, kind of boxing the outside, be a bit elusive, and also kind of baba in and out, right? As in go into the pocket, come out quickly, do not let Jose Ramirez cut off the ring, etc. Use your feet, use your boxing IQ. What I probably see happening, and what will be really exciting, is if the first couple of rounds that might happen, but then Josh Taylor just is like, you know what, forget this, I'm just going to fight, and stands in the middle of the ring and trades. And Josh Taylor can be dragged into a fight pretty easily, to be honest with you. He just loves it, and it's almost like inherent in him. So, yeah, I can't wait for that. I really can't. Okay, I'm going to touch upon it more in depth probably later on this week, if people even care about it, which they should do. You really should do. So I will definitely try to. But yeah, thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. Please do remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and also do click a comment. Click a comment. Please leave a comment, and also click the notification bell to make sure you get alerts to all the new videos. As you can probably tell, I'm a little bit down about this whole AJ Wilder Fury thing, which I made you a separate video on. I did touch upon it when it first broke, the news about the arbitration being won. I don't even know if I can bring myself to do it. It's just so I'm not even joking. It's actually proper depressing. Boxing is, yeah, it's a joke. Anyway, thanks guys, and see you on the next video.